Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the eyes for the Cassey Awards of 2017. So I got my notes, I got my products, and let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, we're going to start with eyelid primers because this is a little too high. Because you always need to start off a good eyeshadow look with a good base. So, my absolute favorite from the past year, I don't have anymore because I used it up and yeah. So I'll insert a picture here. It is the Maybelline Prime and Smooth Eyelid Primer. I absolutely loved this eyelid primer. It kind of added some shimmer to the look, which kind of was nice. Sometimes it wasn't, but I always brought it up all the way to my brow bone, and it was like instant brow bone highlight. Didn't really need to do anything up there, and it was just nice. I absolutely loved the formula of that. It made my eyeshadow stay on all day. I loved it. Another one I've been loving, it's been a favorite for many, many, many years. It is the e.l.f. Eyelid Primer. This is $2. The Maybelline one, I want to say, is at least $7, but I think it's closer to $10. This is $2. I have so many backups in my seat. I keep all my backup products in my bench that I sit on. I have like 3 or 4 backups of this in my bench because I love it. And it's only $2. $2. So, absolutely love this. I get mine in the shade Sheer, which it's not sheer. It definitely has like a nude color to it, but when you blend it out, at least if you're fair like me, it kind of goes translucent. I'm sure if you have a much darker complexion, say like your Jackie Aina, it would definitely show up as a nude color. So I do really like this. I think it works phenomenally, especially for the fact that it's only $2. Like, it's fantastic. I learned about this eyelid primer through Brienne Barbie. If you want to watch her videos, I will have her linked down below. And then a eyelid primer I love to use when I'm using glitter. So like the single eyeshadow I have all over my lid today that we will be talking about in this video. I always use a glitter primer with it, otherwise I'll have Fallout City, and I use the NYX glitter primer. I also enjoy the e.l.f. one, but I like this one just a little bit better. I want to say this is around $7. It is really, really, really nice. You just need the tiniest amount, like literally tiniest, like less than a pea size. Blend it out, and you have yourself like the stickiest base to work with. It's so nice. So I would definitely recommend this. Especially over the Too Faced glitter glue. I mean, I've heard so many people say it's literally exactly the same thing, so why spend like $25 when you can spend like $7? Cream shadow. So my high-end favorite of this, it's not like something you can get at Sephora or Ulta. It is a multi-marketing product, kind of like Mary Kay, but it's unique. Now, I don't like all of Unique's products. Like, I hate their fiber mascara. I'm still trying to test out the foundation, but my first impression of it was not the best. But these cream shadows are amazing. I have 4 shades. This one is in Dainty. It is like a purple color, and it's like a mousse. It almost reminds me of the Butter London eyeglasses. Like, just the way I see people talk about them. I don't own any, so I can't say the consistency is the same because I don't know. So that is the shade Dainty. It's like a purpley silver glittery color. This one is in Elegant. This was the first one I ever owned, and it made me really love it. And that's just like a champagne-y glittery color. The next shade is Noble. This is a deeper purple, and it's so pretty. This one's kind of hard though. Like the 2 purpley colors are like harder, and I don't know why. They just are. It's whatever. But it's super pretty. you can see that it's darker. I need another makeup wipe. These types of videos make me go through my makeup wipes like no tomorrow. I barely even use them on my face. I just use them for swatch videos. The last shade I have is in Defiant. This is a really pretty, like, bronzy, coppery, orangey shade. Look at that, guys. I need more. I need more money so I can order more. I want to own all of them. But they're so pretty. They're so moussey. If you aren't careful with the packaging, they will literally fall out of the packaging because it's literally like a mousse. I love the packaging. It's a nice glass packaging. Like, it's glass, so you do got to be careful with them. I want to say they're between $25 and $30. I could be wrong on that. But Unique always has good deals. Like, I know there's a bundle where you can get like 3 for the price of like 2 or something. So I would really highly recommend you looking into that. You can go to the Unique website and order them. They are phenomenal. Love those cream eyeshadows. My drugstore cream eyeshadows that I love are these NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils. I only have 2 shades right now. I have Milk, which is just a nice white shade that I love using as a base for like really colorful looks. And then I have Black Bean, which I love using as a base for more smoky looks. But they do have other colors as well. It's not just Milk and Black Bean. I know those are like the 2 most popular colors. Sorry guys, my back's killing me at this point. I was gonna film one other Cassey award after this, but I'm gonna wait till next week. I'm dying right now. These are absolutely gorgeous. Well, not gorgeous. I mean, it's just black and white, but they perform gorgeously. They blend out really nicely, and the color is so pigmented. I want all the shades. So for single eyeshadows, I only have one winner, and they're from the drugstore. And I feel like everyone was talking about these years ago, and nobody talks about them anymore. And it's the L'Oreal Infallible Single Eye Pigments. I have 3 shades. I have this one in Ice Latte. It's what I'm wearing on my lid right now. I used to wear Ice Latte all the time. It's so pretty. Look how reflective that is. It's like a champagne color. It's gorgeous. And then I have Amber Rush. This is like a cult classic shade. Like, I feel like every YouTuber had it. Every YouTuber talked about it. It was just the most popular shade along with Ice Latte. Look at how pretty. These are the 2 I've had the longest. And then this one I got recently. It's called Purple Priority. This one is super pretty as well. Look at that nice deep purple color. Anyone that knows me knows I love wearing purple on my lids because I have green eyes. I love purple around my eyes because it just helps, just makes the green pop. But these are super gorgeous. They're so easy to use. I literally just use my finger, pat it on my eye, go in with a brush, blend it in with the crease color, and it's the perfect eye look. I want to say these are $7, $8, around there. Purple Priority I actually got on clearance for $3. But they're gorgeous. I love them. Sorry if I'm not talking as much as I normally do in these videos. I'm tired and I'm in pain. So, I think after this I'm going to go on the heating pad. So let's see. Duos, trios, quads. My favorite high-end one, I only have one, and it is this Smashbox Duo that came in a Birchbox. I don't do Birchbox, but one of my friends did. Or was it Ipsy? I don't remember. But she had accidentally gotten 2. So this is it's the Golden Hour Eyeshadow Duo in Turned On and Psyched. I'm only guessing which one is which. I think this one's Turned On and this one's Psyched. The the colors are gorgeous. Both of them can be used for like one color eye looks, one shade eye looks, if that makes sense, or they can be used together. I used what I'm assuming is turned on, which is this more like orangey shade, all over my eye and into my crease, and it looked so pretty. And it blended out so nicely. It really makes me want to get into Smashbox shadows even more. Like, I know I have a trio in there that I really need to use. For my trios, it's drugstore, and it's got to go to the Wet n Wild trios again. I'm Walking on Eggshells, Sweetest Candy, and Silent Treatment. I know they reformulated them. I only just got my hands on them. Haven't really been able to test them out yet. So I didn't want to include them because I don't know if I like the new formula. Does that make sense? But this is Walking on Eggshells. It is cult classic. Absolutely beautiful. Let me do that so I can do the other two. This one is Sweet as Candy. Again, absolutely beautiful. It's these three. Brow bone shades can be kind of hard to pick up on, but they're still absolutely gorgeous. And then this one is Silent Treatment. This always intrigued me, but for the longest time, I was always scared to use it. Just recently, I started using it, and it's so pretty. The only downfall to the Wet n Wild is they're all shimmers. So you definitely need some other palette or a single just to get the mattes in there and help these out. But, you know, they're only like $4, $3, $4. So really not that bad at all. So for small palettes, my favorite high-end one has to go to the Lorac Pro Matte. I have that on my eye today, as well as that L'Oreal color. I used Bare to set my eye shadow primer. I used Latte in the crease. I used Corduroy in the crease. I've used this palette a lot. As you can see, Latte has a really nice dip in it. I just think it's a really nice palette to work with those like really shimmery singles. It would probably work really well with the Smashbox duo if I wanted to get more in-depth look out of it. But the Lorac formula is really good. Like, even their full-size palettes are pretty good. But I don't have the full-size palettes in my best of this year just because I didn't really use them that much. The three I'm showing you are the ones I use the most. But, oh, crap. So those are the shades in the Lorac Pro Matte palette. They're really beautiful. They're really buttery. Now I'm turning my arm brown because they're all just kind of mashing together. But they're very easy to blend. They're very easy to use, and I would recommend this to anyone. If you're balling on a budget, this is going to be closer to like $18, $20, whereas like the full-size palettes are $40 to $50. I can't remember the exact numbers. So if you only want to dip your toes in it, I would recommend getting this. I also know they have a Lorac Pro Metallics one that's like the same size. So if you got this and you liked it and you wanted to try their shimmer metallic shades, you could get that and they would pair nicely together. Now for drugstore, I have to give it to my CoverGirl palettes. I have the True Naked palettes. It comes in the Nudes palette, the Goldens palette, the Roses palette, and the Jewels palette. And just recently, I saw, I want to say Cassey Holmes do one on what's going to be called the Smoky palette. I have not found that in my area yet, but I cannot wait till I do. These are so nice. As you can see, this one says shades like a leading $50 eyeshadow palette. Is that shade towards the Naked palette? I think it is. But the shimmers, the mattes, they're all, like, they all work nicely. It's not like the shimmers are any better than the mattes are. They both work really well. I'm doing it again. They can be a little powdery, but I don't find powdery a bad thing. As long as they're still blending well, who cares if the shadow's powdery? Just do your foundation second, or do shadow shields. Like, It's really not that big of a deal. Or use a stiff full brush and just lightly go, whoop. That's what I do. Powdery does not mean bad at all. I hate it when people assume that. Sorry, went off on a tangent. All right, so for my large eyeshadow palettes, for drugstore, I love these e.l.f. Mad for Matte eyeshadow palettes. This is the original one, really cool toned and smoky. And then the second one, which had a lot of people loving for it and begging for it and wanting it, is a lot more warm toned. I think these work really well. I love having these matte shades. And for the drugstore, like these, a lot of drugstore brands cannot get mattes right. So the fact that e.l.f. was able to do it, these other brands need to step up. Step up. Step up, step up. Step up, step up. Sorry, I'm crazy today. But these are so good. They're only $10. I would recommend them to anyone. For my, oh, actually, these aren't my large. These are my mid-sized palettes. So, like, my small palettes were like 5 to 8 shades. My mid-sized are like 10 to 12. And then my large are more than that. So, for my high-end mid-sized one, I have to give it to the Naked palette. This was my most used palette this year. I absolutely love the first half. I haven't really touched the second half, as you can see. But my goal for this year is to actually play around with the second half. I've been trying to play around with the colors in palettes that are out of my comfort zone, which tend to be these darker colors. So I'm really excited to give that a try. Urban Decay just has a really good formula. They really do. And a lot of people, like, started off with Urban Decay and then they loved them. And then these other things came out and they're like, well, Urban Decay is not that great. Like, shut up. Yeah, it is. Like, shut up. All right. Now for my large palettes, my drugstore one has to go to the BH Cosmetics and Carly Bible Deluxe Edition. I haven't used it on my channel at all, I think, but I have worn it a couple of times outside of using it on my channel. When it came in the mail, this shade was broken, so I did have to fix that. It smells so good because I had to use my brush cleaner because at the time I didn't have isopropyl alcohol. But it has all these shades. It has 15 shades and it has all these highlighters that can also be used as eyeshadows. And they're so pretty. I absolutely love how this shade looks. It's like a pinky duochrome almost. But it's super shimmery. I think Carly and BH did such a good job on this collaboration. I'm happy to see that she went and did the deluxe version, because I know a lot of people's complaints with the first one is that there wasn't enough, like, diversity in it. It was very mauve or mauve or whatever, however you say it. This one has more diversity in it. It has some of the darker colors, some more neutrally colors, like the warmer neutrally colors. It has some pinks, it has the mauves. It's absolutely beautiful and I'm so proud of her. And believe it or not, the high end, ooh, did that just break too? I'm literally dropping all of my makeup today. Okay, nothing broke. My high end, it's on the drugstore side of Ulta, but it is also like $38. So I'm calling it high end because that's almost $40. And surprisingly, it's also another collaboration. It is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I've used this a couple of times since I've gotten it. I got it for my birthday. It is absolutely beautiful. I love this like orangey shade over here. This shade's gorgeous. These blues I haven't played around with yet, but I'm so excited to play around with them. These shades right here, I used this one on Christmas. It's just an absolutely gorgeous palette. I love the purples in here, and I can't wait to play around with it some more. It is $38, so that is kind of pricey for what's on the drugstore side of Ulta. And I love the new packaging, how it's like shimmery. Not shimmery. I don't know what the word is. It's not a matte palette. And it has all the shade names on the back. I love, love, love that. Before they didn't have that, and now they do, and that's awesome. So pencil eyeliners. I have 2 brands to talk about, and they're both drugstore / affordable. This one is the Maybelline Master Precise Skinny. I use this to tightline today. It is so small. What's the millimeter of it? I don't even know, but it is so tiny. Look at that. Look at that. But it's so black, and you barely have to touch your skin. It's so good, and I've been obsessing over this second half of the year. I bought it the first half of the year, didn't touch it till the second half because I think this was like $10, by the way. But I didn't touch it till the second half of the year because I was obsessed with these ColourPop ones the first half of the year. This one is in the shade Swerve. Ooh, that just broke. But it's so black. Like, it's even blacker than the Maybelline one. Let me just pick that up real quick before I accidentally step on it. We don't want that. I like these socks. And then I also have Mr. Bing, which is a collaboration between ColourPop and Kathleen Lights. It is like a nice, cool, like neutrally brown. It's not too cool toned. It's not too warm toned. It's absolutely beautiful. It helps make my eyes stand out. It is absolutely gorgeous. And these stay on my waterline very, 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 very nicely. Like, I don't have to worry about any of those moving, but especially not the ColourPop ones. The Maybelline one I haven't noticed move unless I apply it wrong. But liquid eyeliners. Again, I have 2 different brands to talk about. They're both from the drugstore. This one is the Maybelline Master Precise by Eye Studio. It has a really long, skinny tip. It's super black. And it makes applying liquid eyeliner on my hooded eyes very, very easy. I just need to get back into the practice of it. But it's gorgeous. It's super black, super easy to apply. The other ones I really like are these Wet n Wild Mega Liners. I only have this it in white and blue right now. Oh, sorry, my nose is itchy. But I do plan on getting it in black. The white was limited edition. To my knowledge, they don't sell it anymore. But it is super, super white. Super pretty. And the blue, this is not a brush tip either. It is a felt tip. But it's not a stiff felt tip. And the blue, maybe it's a brush tip. I can't tell. But the blue is so, so vibrant. It's so pretty. Like, look at that. I can't wait to get the black one, because I'm sure the black one will be just as good, and it is so easy to apply right at my lash line, because that's the problem I find with most liquid liners. I have hooded eyes, so if it goes even the tiniest bit too thick, it looks ridiculous. Those I do not have a problem with. Now, my favorite mascaras of the year, one high-end, one drugstore. Surprise, surprise. My favorite drugstore one is the Jordana Best Lash Extreme. You saw me using this a bunch over the past couple of months, so I don't really need to stay on this too long, but it really made my lashes look long and voluminous, and it's only like $3. $3. And I just bought a couple backups on sale for $2. And then my favorite high-end mascara is the Benefit They're Real. This is a wonderful mascara. I am obsessed with it. I was first obsessed with it when I got a mini size to try out. I wore that for my engagement photos, and then I bought the full size, and then I continued to buy the full size. It is wonderful. It's like $24, so it's really not that bad for pricing for a high-end mascara. And then my favorite brow gel of the year. Oh my god, I'm so happy this video is almost over. I've been filming all day and my back and my butt hurt. Maybe that was too much information. I'm sorry. I love you guys. But it's the e.l.f. eyebrow eyelash duo thing. I just use both sides for my eyebrows, not gonna lie. I do not clear mascara is just not my thing. It's only $2 and it's so much product. It lasts me forever. I wore this to my friend's wedding. I wore this to my wedding. I've worn this. This is like my 5th time repurchasing it. I absolutely love this brow gel, and you will too. Buy it. I swear you'll love it. I swear. So that is all for the eyes. My next video will be on lips, and I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Bye.